I don't care what you think about Donald Trump, but there's one thing he did during the inauguration that blew my mind. He blew my mind. He's not a bishop, he's not a pastor, he's not a prophet, but he can tell what is right and wrong. And the man declared, from today in America, in my regime, we only have two genders, male and female. Brethren, we live in a generation where people are full of wickedness, where the soundness of God have died, where the doctrines of holiness and righteousness have been killed, because the altar and the fire on the altar is flicking away, because men don't even understand. We are in a generation where a man literally is married to a bridge. Every time after work, the man will go to the bridge and say the bridge is his wife. We are in a generation where people are married to a tree. We are in a generation where there is no sense of normality. We are in a generation where a man who is a PhD holder is attracted to a gender like himself. A generation where morality has died. We are in a generation that when you look at a woman, you have to look carefully so that you don't understand there is a biological disorder and distortion. Sometimes you have to ask, are you a brother, woman, or a sister, man? Because there are many things happening. I don't care what you think about Donald Trump, but there's one thing he did during the inauguration that blew my mind. He blew my mind. He's not a bishop, he's not a pastor, he's not a prophet, but he can tell what is right and wrong. And the man declared, from today in America, in my regime, we only have two genders, male and female. God uses the foolish things of this earth to confirm the wisdom of the wise. Sometimes we ask for revival. Sometimes the revival might not come the way you think it, but the revival can come from a direction that will lead in. We are in a generation where preachers are beginning to join male to male, female to female, and it becomes when immorality is legalized. We are in a generation, I heard a preacher in my country saying cigarette is not a sin. I mean, drinking alcohol is not a sin. And I stood up for some time in my bedroom and I asked myself, what is going on? A generation where righteousness has been distorted, holiness has been killed, the fear of God has been mutilated. I mean, the fire of God has been ripped out of the church. A generation where people can come to the church with cigarettes and smoke and feel it's okay. No, I stand and I beg to disagree. Sin is sin. It doesn't matter who else is affected. Sin is sin. I look at the time where a generation of men will rise up to talk truth. The days of John Wesley, the days of Charles G. Finney, the days of Maria Widow Etta, the days of Kendrick Kuma, the days of Archbishop Benson Idahusa, the days where men will rise up to talk truth. Sin is sin.
Le péché, c'est le péché.